Hey gardeners, I'm back. So somehow I thought that I was recording and I had probably talked about 2 minutes after that last video. So this is a two-part video. Sorry about that. Anyway, I basically just rambling on about how good it is to prune your peppers, and from what I saw, I don't think I got this part, but we topped that one and we took off the pepper that was on it, and look at that. The growth on it is beautiful. It looks pretty much like the Big Bertha bell, and it's doing really well. This morning I found a nice thick caterpillar on one of the leaves. It's probably still over there in the bucket. But coming over here, what I was saying is, it's very tempting to go to your local plant store, your Lowe's, your Home Depots, and all that stuff, and you see the plant that already has fruit on it or vegetables growing on it. I say if you get that plant, cut that off. Cut it off and go ahead and top those. I do not think that Lowe's, or I get my stuff from Lowe's because it's closest to me. I don't think they top their plants. I think that's a complete up to the gardener type deal. But when I got this Cajun Bell, which this Cajun Bell now has about 18 peppers on here, and I know, where is 18? It'd be a lot to count them out to you, but we now have about 18 peppers on here, and they're just kind of hiding off in the bushes everywhere. And again, it's pushing out peppers, pushing out peppers, pushing out peppers, and it's doing pretty well. But when I first got it, it had 2 peppers on there. We took them off and it gave me 3 more peppers, and from there my little one took 2 off, and from there she took those 2 off, and this thing took off. But I said that to say, with this plant, when we first got it, it was as bare as baby's bottom. There was no greenery on it, nothing, and it just had 1 single pepper. Well, again, I'm a beginner gardener, so I'm thinking, oh, it already has pepper on it, this is gonna be a really good plant, we're gonna do really good with that. And you know what, it didn't do anything but stunt the growth of the plant. The plant wasn't producing any greenery around it or anything like that. So my suggestion for any beginner gardeners is to go ahead and take that fruit off. Take it off. You want to get rid of it, because what you want is a healthy plant, and you want your plant to have all of this. One, it gives it more area, kind of like this Cajun Bell. It gives it more area to push out fruit. And then again, like I always say, you don't want all of your energy of your plant going up to the top. You want it to come all the way around. And don't be afraid to top or prune your plant, because here, that plant as well as this plant. Now, it is the shortest of the 2, but again, it was as tall as my red bell pepper plant back here. But I topped it there. But if you can see where I topped it and the amount of growth that has gone on. Now, down here, if you see that, this is what the entire plant looked like. And then up top, it had like a couple of leaves. So I went ahead, did a trial and error, because again, they weren't much at Lowe's. If it messed up, I was willing to go get another one. But I went ahead and topped it all completely. I mean, I just gave that guy a good whack, and this is what we came up with. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant. And again, it already has flower. It's already budding up. So we should start seeing some peppers come from that Big Bertha bell plant pretty soon. And like I said, I'm in zone 7, 7A and 7B. So I have a pretty long growing season. Honestly, I probably could have planted something else, but I've been on a let's just nurture these guys type thing so far. Over here, now this one, if I had it my way, I would just go ahead and top him as well. I'd top him all the way down to his node right there, if I had the choice. But right now, husband and I want to do a little experiment. We already have a bell pepper on there, and it has been getting fairly big. It's doing pretty well. But at the same time, you see that nothing's really happening with the rest of the plant. All the energy is going up here. And what we did was we topped it, got rid of some of the smaller buds, anything that's growing and kind of new there. We got rid of them to see if we can put a little energy back into the plant. Now, it did work. It did work. Kind of cleaning up this bed here. If you can see, it started to get a little bit of energy here. It's sprouting out little stuff down here, trying to fix itself. It's trying to basically do what the Big Bertha did. And I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to do pretty well this growing season. As usual, our strawberries are looking pretty well. We haven't seen a strawberry yet. We get tons and tons of runners. This time we actually cut the runners. Oh, there's a pest in the strawberry bed. Look at that. Honestly, you guys, I'll have to, if you go follow the Instagram page, you'll get to see the little green fella that was all over here and the peppers just munching away at my plants. My ghost pepper plant, I will say I am so proud of. Look at all these peppers. They're just like popping up out of nowhere. This plant is doing so good. I just really don't do anything to it aside from feeding it. And I do my feedings every Monday for some of my plants. And don't that just looks hot? Doesn't that look hot? That just looks hot. But as usual, you guys, please like, please comment, please share the video if you can. Don't forget to hit that bell for updated notifications on our little garden, backyard garden out here. And be sure to follow the Instagram page again, because that's where you get updated pictures of anything that I do find. And I do small snippets on there as well. As always, Green Thumb Gardening out.